Hey everybody, good evening. It's Mr. Jajit, or good morning whenever you're getting a chance to watch this. It's Mr. Jajit with your Addison Elementary Family Newsletter update for Wednesday, May 13th. Hope you guys are having a great week. I think this is week 36. We're getting down to the end, a couple more weeks until June 10th, which is our last day. So excited for that. Hope you guys are having a great week. Hope things are still going well for you with the online learning. Again, I continue to meet with the teachers every week and check in on how things are going. And it sounds like they're going as good as could be expected, or as good as can be for right now. Really enjoyed the parade last week. It was so awesome seeing all of you, seeing the families, seeing the kids. Hopefully you enjoyed seeing all of the teachers and staff as well. It was great to see you guys. Really brightened our spirits. And I guess I would say too, I heard a couple other staff members say this, that at the end of the night, our cheeks were kind of sore from smiling so much. We're just so excited to see everybody. So thank you everyone who came. Thank you for being patient. I know it took a while to get into the parking lot and then a while to get through the parade route. It was just kind of challenging to keep our conversations short because we've been apart for so long. So again, it was great to see you all. Thanks again for coming. A couple things in the newsletter this week. I'm working with the PBO. We're setting up a all-school field trip for the end of the year on June 3rd. So Wednesday, June 3rd, please mark your calendars. We're gonna have an all-school field trip to Shalom Wildlife Zoo in West Bend. They currently have a program where you can drive through the zoo. So I'm working with PBO to figure out, we're gonna pay for that, how to get tickets for you, and just working out the details on that, and we'll have details to you by next week's newsletter. If I get things figured out before then, I'll maybe shoot it out ahead of time, but just mark your calendar for Wednesday, June 3rd, and you can visit the website, which is linked in the newsletter, Shalom Wildlife. It's a pretty cool place. Be sure to check out the Read Aloud library. I know there were at least 2 titles added today. Mrs. Schenke added a title, I added one. Mrs. Nye added something, and there's been a couple added since last week as well. So be sure to keep checking back. We're adding titles and continuing to build that library. We've had over 2,000 views on our library, so that's great. Keep it going. In the newsletter, there's a highlight video from this year's Lego League. This year was our first year that we did a Lego League. It was a great experience. I think any kid that you talk to, and as you watch the highlight video, you'll see kids really enjoyed it. Big kudos to Chris Schlesinger and all the other people that were involved. We had a lot of parent helpers that helped organize it and run it. So thank you guys for making that opportunity available. We're hoping to continue it next year and even grow it. So if you are interested, please reach out to Chris Schlesinger. His contact information is in there. Again, we're looking for coaches and interested if kids are interested. So shoot him an email if you think your child would be interested. There's a cool video that Mrs. Steedman and a couple students put together with a really cool song, You've Got a Friend in Me, I think it's a Disney song from Buzz Lightyear, or one of those, Toy Story, I think it's from that movie. Great song, so check that out if you get a chance. Great job, Mrs. Steedman and students. A little challenging doing that recording remotely, but they did a nice job. It's pretty cool. There's an update on box tops. And just wanted to let you guys know, we're not going to be at school, so you won't be able to turn in box tops. We don't want you to mail them in, but if you're cleaning out and you want to get rid of them because you don't want them in your house, in our main lobby at school, our front door is open to the foyer area, so you can go in that door anytime between 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. daily. You can only get in that foyer area. The rest of the doors are locked, but in there is the drop box for box tops. There's also the Crayola color cycle drop in there if you have any Crayola markers that you want to get rid of. We have somebody doing a recycling program, so there's a box we can drop those off. And there's also a spot where you can drop off if you have any toiletries, like little bottles of shampoo or soap, conditioner, any of that kind of stuff that's not opened that you would like to donate to Children's Hospital. That stuff will be collected and then taken down to Children's Hospital for families that have to stay overnight on short notice, so that they have those items there. So if you have any of those things, you want to drop them off, those boxes for dropping those things off are in that front foyer. And like I said, that's open every day between 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. Mrs. Decker also just put a library drop box out there. So if you forgot to bring your library books last week Thursday to the parade, and you still have them, if you want to stop by the school anytime, again, the front foyer is open, and there is a box there for library books, so you can drop those off. I am also going to try and get up there tomorrow, Thursday, May 14th. I'm going to try and get up there and put our lost and found out there. So if you're there, or if you're missing something, I know there's a lot of gloves and other things like that. I'm going to try and put that in the foyer area too, so people can look through that and grab anything that's yours. Anything that's there at the end of, in 2 weeks or so, will just be taken to Goodwill. What else? Oh, one last thing. Big shout out to Mrs. Delora. She had a great idea of doing a baby picture guessing game. So in the newsletter, you're going to see a collage with a bunch of staff baby pictures. We had 32 staff members share their pictures, so those are included. And then there's a link. If you click on one of the collages, it'll take you to a Google form. It is a guessing contest, so you can go through and choose which teacher you think, or which staff member you think those pictures belong to. And then next week we'll announce the results, and we'll give you the answers of who's who, and we'll see. We don't really have any big awards or anything, but we'll just have bragging rights for whoever can get the most of those right. So good luck to you with that. I think that's all I have this week. One other thing I did want to say. We did originally have planned, today was going to be our bike ride at school. Would have been a beautiful day for it. Unfortunately, for obvious reasons, that did not happen. But I was going to put something out on Facebook, and maybe I'll put it in here. It'd be nice if you guys could get out on your bikes and just send me a picture of you riding your bike. I'd like to put a collage together of our students riding their bikes with their helmets on, some of that bike safety stuff. So if you could shoot me a picture. Students, you all have access to my email, so if you can email me or have mom and dad do it, or post it on our Addison PBO Facebook page, that would be awesome. Keep up the great work. Students, I know it's getting tough. This time of year is tough when we're in school or at home, when the weather's nice, but please continue to buckle down, stay caught up with your work, get your assignments done, be checking in with your teachers. I know a lot of them are doing virtual sessions or setting up meetings with you, so make sure you're making it to those. Make sure you're keeping up with your math on Zern, and with your reading minutes, with Lexia or whatever other program it might be. Parents, if you're having trouble with any of those technology things, websites, or with any of the devices, can't get connected, whatever it might be, please feel free to email me. If you have any other feedback too, just on how things are going, I'm definitely open to feedback as we look ahead to next year, and just kind of reflecting on everything we've learned this year. Definitely open to ideas and thoughts on areas we can improve, what's working well, maybe what's not. So I think that's all I got for you guys. Hope you're having a great week again. Have a great weekend. Hope you had a great Mother's Day last weekend to all the families and moms out there. Yeah, have a good one. Looks like the weather's going to be great next week. Going to get up to 80. Tomorrow 70. So get outside, get your work done, and have a great rest of your week. Thank you.